nicking cars back in the day, man. Nicking cars back in the day was a proper pastime. It was a proper hobby. Like, they were everywhere. They was everywhere. I mean, you couldn't walk out your street and not see 20 that you could take if you was that way inclined. You know what I mean? If you was walking for 20 minutes, you could go, right, I see that there, that there, that there. You could, if you was out looking for one to nick, you could afford to be picky. You say, well, I don't want that one. And that neighbour might see. That's sort of near a main road. I don't want that one. That one's blue. That one's got a cracked window. That one's dirty. Looking through the window, that one and that one's stereo's rubbish. I don't want that one. I mean, I've had cars, Nick, you couldn't do it now. Well, you could if you put fake plates on it, but that was everywhere. You could the black box. I'm not going to explain black box. Look that up if you want to know. But that's how easy it was, isn't it? Or if it was like an ashtray, you could. If it was an old ashtray, you could swiggle a screwdriver in the lock and just unlock it. Just wiggle it about and it would unlock. Half a tennis ball over it. It was like a suction cup. The security back in the day for motors was rubbish. I mean, you go back even further than me. People could just open them with any key, with any car key. Just keep trying car keys and you'd be able to open it up. But the Fords were my favourite. They were just so easy. I mean, you could hotwire a car. Just got to keep connecting different wires, haven't you? Till you get one. The lights will come on, the window wipers will come on, and eventually it go. Hotwire anything doing that. Plane, tractor. Yeah, nicking the motor. They were everywhere. They were literally was everywhere. They were so easy. Go out, and they would be everywhere. They really would. And you might even like that. This is how easy they was. That they were that so like plentiful that you wouldn't actually have to have a reason to nick one. You wouldn't be right. You wouldn't be thinking, right, I need to nick one because I've got to do this. I've got to commit this crime. So you could pop to the shop and back and think, well, I can't bother to go home. I can't bother to walk home. I'll get a car. That's over there. I remember I see that car every day for the last 20 years. I'll go and get it. You know, you're down the pub and it's the end of the night. You don't want to get the night bus home. So you just nick a car. I mean, that was everywhere. Everywhere. I was about to say they were really easy, but this one was ridiculous, mate. Again, I'm young this time, right? Young. School age, mate. And I'm on my estate where I live, yeah. Come out and with two mates, yeah. I think we was going to my other mates, right? I lived in Romford. There was two of my other pals, right? So there was three of us all together. I'm just going around my other mate's house. And we was like, which is only 20 minutes down the road, walking around, just walked round onto the factories on my estate. And there was a white Fiesta there, just sitting there. Factories were all empty. I can't remember, like, there was nobody. It looked like all the factories were shut. So if memory serves, it might have been a weekend. It might have even been a weekend, like Saturday morning or something. Might have been. Oh, I doubt it was morning, but it might have been like Saturday daytime or something. I had a look around, like left, right, making sure no one's about. And I thought, right, this is it now, yeah, right. Gone out, bending the car door. No one's about. One of us is keeping an eye out, and the other two are like a couple of hyenas, like a couple of monkeys in a safari, ripping the door off, pulling it down, bend it down, put your arm in, undo it, bend it back into shape, shut the door. We've opened the door, we've bent it open, we've got in. It's a two-door car, right? Yeah. So you've got to get in the back, so you've got to push the front seats down, and you've got to slide in the back. Guess who's got in the back like a numpty, yeah? Bang. Shut the doors. Tighten the black box, yeah? Well, I broke the steering wheel, the steering lock got broke, yeah? So we bent the door, broke the steering lock, got in. Didn't lock the car doors, yeah, but I'm in the back seat. One of the factory doors has just come open, yeah, warehouse, yeah? We didn't know, but above the warehouse, there's like, fuck knows, it's like little bar or something, yeah, that these, like a private bar that might have even been like rented out by these and turned into like a clubhouse sort of thing, yeah. Right, these geezers all just come pouring out of this bloody door, yeah, to grab hold of, like, to rush to the car. It's their car, obviously. They've been watching us through the window downstairs. Like, they're upstairs, watching us downstairs, nick their motor. So they've come charging out. My two pals just jumped out of the car and gone, yeah. I've tried to get out. I'm in the back seat. I've had to push the seat down and get out, yeah. I've just got grabbed. Grabbed by a load of geezers, grabbed. I didn't know at the time, right? My two pals had run off basically just to the end of the road and jumped in a skip, yeah, and was watching it all, watching this unfold, yeah, like watching me just get grabbed. They told me this afterwards. So I've got grabbed, yeah, and I'm like trying to get away. These geezers got me like by the arms, by the legs, and I'm being pulled towards the door of the clubhouse, yeah, like no, thinking that's it. I'm just gonna get a complete and utter ride in here, gonna get kicked the shit out. So I'm just struggling, trying to get away. No point screaming, there's nobody about you. So I'm just struggling, trying to get away. And they keep falling down, falling on top of me and telling me they're going to do me and all that. Yeah, calm down, they're going to do me. Like, all right, yeah, I'll calm down, yeah. I'll calm down just so you can beat me, shall I? So I'm like struggling to get away. They're like all fighting out of breath, got me to the door. I'm like clinging to the door with me, like my fingers. Yeah, there's stairs they got to go up, innit, yeah? So they're pulling me up the stairs, up, dragging me up. I'm like trying to go dead weight so they can't pull me up. They're getting out of breath, so there's loads of them. When I say there's over 10, there's over 10 of these geezers, yeah, just all piling on. Like, it's only a stairwell, isn't it? So they're all trying to drag me up. Like, I'm getting dragged in all different directions here. Load of geezers jumping on me. I can't breathe. You know what I mean? With stairs, I get my head donked about as they're pulling me up the stairs. Didn't get one hit, yeah. Not one of them hit me, right? Didn't register at the time, but none of them did hit me, right? Managed to drag me up the stairs. I'm fighting the other way. I'm knackered. Sweat's pouring off me, man. But you're wiry, innit? I'm a child, mate. I'm wiry as anything. I try to get away. You've got stamina for years, haven't you, when you're a kid? And all these geezers probably been drinking and all that. Like, they're all fucked. I'm struggling, like, I'm fighting for my life to get away. They managed to pull me in. This is when I realised, like, even when they pulled me into this room, I thought, huh? Like, there's a bar, there's a pool table. What the? How did I not know this was here? Like, I live here. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm pulled in, and now they've all pulled on top of me again. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get away. I'm struggling. I'm fighting. Now they're telling me they're gonna do me this, that, right? Yeah. One of them's got a pool cue, standing over me. If you move, I'm going to do you, like, and he keeps flinching as if he was going to hit me, yeah? So, like, at first, I'm like, I'm shitting it, innit? I think I'm going to get a complete hiding, yeah? But then I'm starting to think, I'm starting to register. I ain't had one slap, yeah? I ain't had nothing. And they're all standing on me, like piling on me, telling me they're going to do me. One of them's waving a bit of paper under and trying to make me write down the two mates' names, yeah? Listen, if they was beating me up and all that, maybe I'd have crumbled and gone, yeah, this is their names. Who knows? But I didn't tell them. I give them two moody names, yeah? Two absolutely moody names that just come into my head, like John Smith and Jane Doe or something, like ridiculous. And they took it. Where do you live and all that? I'm not telling you that. Now I'm hearing them talking amongst themselves about phoning old Bill, yeah? So I'm getting more brave now, aren't I, yeah? I think and look, this is what I was thinking then. Like, now, they've caught a young kid nicking their car, innit, yeah? There's a couple of geezers, like, having a beer and whatever they're doing in their clubhouse, having a laugh. Looked out the window and see a group of bloody little scummers trying to nick their motor. Fully understandable what they're doing, isn't it? Yeah, but this is what I was thinking about. I'm thinking, you melts. What, you're not even you ain't gonna do nothing because you're gonna hit me. I'm gonna get you nicked for assault if you hit me. Yeah, standing over me with the pool cues and all that. So I'm just laying there. All you can see is my head. I'm not telling you where I live. I'm not telling you where I live. And they're all going, if you don't tell us, you're gonna weigh me in. I'm going, you're not gonna weigh me in. When the old Bill gonna be here soon and all that. Yeah, and I'm getting mouthy now, right? Not one of them done anything. They're all like, they're nerds, really. God knows how long I was laying there for. Old Bill don't rush today when it's for a car. I mean, especially back then as well, man. 20 cars probably got nicked every 10 seconds. Especially in Romford. Jesus. It took them ages to come there. So imagine they've trotted up after about an hour and I'm just laying there under a pile of geezers, sweat pouring off me, mate. All you can see is me head the whole time. They go, "Tell me where you live." I'm like, "No, no." Old Bill turned up. Geezers are piled off me. And when I say there's loads of them, mate, 10 of them at least, all piled on me, yeah? When mate, you standing there with a pool cue, ready to strike. If I don't reveal where I live or the names of my 2 accomplices. Anyway, I got nicked, handcuffs and all that, yeah. Old Bill took me down. Don't forget, I'm only literally 2 minutes from my house. I'm 2 minutes down the road from my house. I went to the old Bill, look, because the car's there. The car's never got nicked. It's there, and it's a damaged door, and it's whatever the panel underneath the steering wheel. Yeah, still a few £100, like whatever it was. I was like, listen, if I pay for the damage right now, like, just not arrest me. Like, don't we ain't got to go through all this. I literally live 2 minutes around the road. I mean, little wardrobe and me little bloody. There was a vase in it. You put your hand in the vase. There might have been money in it. There might not. Probably was at this precise second in time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been saying, like, just let me go home and I'll get you the money to pay for this bloody motor. So the old Bill, I've got to ask. You're obliged to ask. He's trotted off to ask matey. And matey said no. He don't want the money. He wants me to get nicked. Again, this is my thinking back then. Thinking, you mug. All right, then yes, sweet. Right, it's a nick motor. I knew I didn't even care that I was getting it. I knew it'd be a couple of hours inconvenience and I'd be released. Yeah. So even sitting in the police car, I don't care. I think, fucking idiot. And even then, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to court. They're going to fine me, and I'm not going to pay the fine, which is exactly what happened. And mate, he lost out just because he wanted me to get arrested. He could have just had the money. People that have never been arrested before and that have never actually had to experience like law and justice don't actually understand how it works, mate. Yeah. They don't care about you. You know what I mean? I've got some silly little fine that I'd never paid, some attendance centre that I probably didn't turn up to. And all for what? All for what? He could have just let me go home. The old Bill would have walked me home in 2 minutes. I would have got the money. He could have had it. He could have fixed his car. But he wanted me to get arrested, so at least he got what he wanted. If you like that, hit subscribe, and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.